Hi, welcome to Brunswick Community College, and I'm cheating a little bit, this is Sociology 210. I'm not going to say what section because I'm actually utilizing one video for two sections, so don't be mad. As I said, Brunswick Community College 210, Introduction to Sociology. This course is, a lot of people tell me it's changed their perspective on how they look at themselves within society, and sometimes, not that we need changing, but sometimes it's good to have a little bit of an awareness. This will introduce to you the scientific study of human society, culture, and social interactions. A lot of people tell me that they thought they knew what to expect going into Sociology 210 here in the community college system, but sometimes they're surprised. Anyway, Dr. Teresa Cox, I have included right there at the top of your syllabus. Let me scroll down. I've included my email address, which is coxt@brunswickcc.edu. I've given you my cell phone number, 336-509-9918. If you do need to text or call me, which is fine, tell me what class you're in. Make sure you say I'm in 210. All right, this is a 16-week course. Now we have one section that's only 8 weeks, but we have two sections of 16 weeks, which are great. All right, so scrolling down, I have included your access code information for your textbook. We are using the Benecratis text. It's a great textbook, excellent. And I want you to notice that I did not, if you go to the bookstore and you think that you should have Mind Tap, I did not ask for the Mind Tap. I only asked for e-text. For those of you who might have used Cengage before, you should know what I'm talking about, but I did not use it. I prefer to utilize my own resources. Okay, on down. Everybody wants to know this. No AI. I have checked it on your syllabus. I do run all journals and blog forums through a scanner, and we have copy leaks, and so turning in also. So there's no AI use in this class, but you won't need it. You don't need. Please understand, you won't need anything but your textbook unless I give it to you. That's easy. Okay, so that has been checked. Sorry, we've got a pretty significant storm out behind me, which we may be facing this week. So I thought I'd better get this done. Okay. Scrolling on down, I have set this up. I'll tell you the truth. I set it up one way. I set it up with all quizzes so that people weren't tempted to utilize and plagiarize AI or any kind of internet sources. But you know what? I went through my summer school course evaluations, and people really like the real world scenarios. So in all of the assignments you have, they're very casual. You can say I think or I feel like, and that is perfectly acceptable. As I said, the only thing that's not is when you don't submit your own work. Now I have set up the journals, so you got online text entry, which may seem a little different to you on Moodle. If that becomes a barrier, I also have, you can attach it as a Word document or a PDF. Don't send me anything. Don't send me dot pages. You can convert it on your end. If I get a dot pages, I'm just going to send it right back to you. I can open them, but I'll let you take care of that. Okay, Gradebook Explained. You have optional quizzes. I used to call them extra credit, but people got freaked out about that. Most of the time, they're essay, short answer, a little bit of this and that. If you make above a 60, I will count that as 100. Those practice quizzes will feed into your grade. but they will not hurt you if you don't take them. Okay, so it's 10% of your grade. That's a good extra credit bump for those of you who want to do it, especially knowing that you get 100 if you make a 60 or above. Okay, all of those will use your textbook, so it's okay to open your text when you do this. These are not proctored. Okay, regular quizzes, 10% of your total grade. They are always going to be multiple choice and true false. They are not going to be essays. And I want you to pay close attention when you get ready to take them. It's fine. It's fine if you want to use your text. They are proctored, but I have not dinged that on Respondus, so you don't have to worry about that. But pay close attention when you open them. I've said a lot on, particularly those that are more challenging, to attempt. So you can attempt them twice. And I have set them so you can't see the answer on the first attempt. Duh. All right. So that's only 20% so far. So we've got 80% of your grade will be blog. I call them blog forums, but they're really just like a forum. It's just you'll notice that they look differently when you start to submit to them. They're going to appear like a blog. Students tell me they like them. I like reading them that way. They're a little harder to grade. It's all good. Okay, you have 19 of those. You have 19 forum or blogs and or journal, reflection journals. Now, the reflection journals, I will cue the topic. So you need to just type them very casually. I do give you a word count, minimum. And I also give you a word count on the blogs, minimum. And responses. You must respond to another student for full credit. Giving you a word count all the way around. Like I said, they're very casual. There's no need to do an internet search. No need to use AI. Just imagine, since I'll cue you or prompt you on what I'm looking for you to write about, it's going to come directly from the chapter. I want you to imagine that you're typing up a study guide. Good, huh? Easy. All right. First thing first, which I should have said way back at the beginning, but guess what? I'm not recording this again. You must get your syllabus quiz done immediately. Unless the registrar knows that you intend to stay in the course. We are waitlisted on both of these courses. So please, once you're out, if you don't get that syllabus quiz done, I think for this class, this is the 27th, which I know sounds real lenient, but we have an assignment due on the 25th. So please get it done. And if you don't get it done on time, it's not good. You'll just have to sign in. Maybe there's a mini-semester that starts in October. Just get it done. We don't want to have to deal with it. Okay. There you go. You won't need anything else. Go on through it. Every week, you have a couple of things due. Some weeks, you just have a reflection journal or a forum blog and an optional practice quiz. I've given you a lot of practice quizzes. I dropped the lowest on all grades. I've got the grade book set up for that. So if you, right at the very beginning of the semester, if you go into your grade book and look, you may see that it's dropping your grade, but it'll come back. It'll come back because I have it set to drop the lowest one. Okay. Highlight, no AI use, no plagiarism. All your regular quizzes are not essay, and they're all proctored with lockdown respondus. You got my coxt@brunswickcc.edu, 336-509-9918. Text me. Don't FaceTime me without asking me first. You know how that goes. Anyway, what else? Oh, good news. Toward the end of the semester, like at the very end, you will notice on your syllabus at the bottom, I've got this huge reflection journal, and I'm kind of ambiguous about what I'm going to include in it. I have it, but I didn't want you to panic. But the good news is I'm opening it up for you during Thanksgiving. And that's all that you're going to do. That reflection. And it is 1,000 words, but it'll be easy because I'll ask you some questions, and you have a final quiz, which is not a practice quiz, but it is proctored. That's it. Now we're at Christmas. So easy. Dr. Cox, we're glad you're here at Brunswick. If this is your first semester, which it might be, we're glad that you chose Brunswick Community College. This is your last semester? Probably not. But if it is, we're glad you came. And I'll make more videos. This will be the longest one. Suffer through it. Sorry. Let's do sociology. Dr. Cox.